And good morning. It's Wednesday. I'm your friend Scotty Ray. Odie has showed back up, and we finally got it fixed. It was a click of a button.
It's the 65th day of November, but that's fine. We're still in.
Did I put 65th?
Yes, the 65th day.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, at 3 when I typed that out, it looked good. I thought, okay. I didn't have much sleep last night. I don't know about y'all.
Oh, it hadn't been. I did not want to get up this morning.
I would really like for criminals to take the day off. If y'all could just hold off for a few hours to where we could take a nap.
You were fighting criminals and chasing them, and I'm sitting here coloring maps in.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And but we had a great time, and thank you to Tyler and Julia for having us over for a watch party. And
I want to say I got a picture of you. Well, I don't know what happened to it, Odie. I had a picture of you.
Yeah, probably a good thing.
I had it was your backside coloring in maps.
That's my best side.
And I had it. I just don't know where it went. What went on with it?
We'll it wasn't in that pimp outfit, was it?
No pimp outfit. It was Odie in a shirt trying to color. I forget what state that you were trying to figure out.
Well, I didn't color Texas. I let Amy do it.
Here you go. Welcome, Irene, watching us from Oshner Rush. We do hope everything's okay in your world there. It's always scary when you mention that I'm in a room situation.
Yeah.
Robin, good morning to you. Oh, she hadn't been to bed yet, she said. It's going to be some sleepy folks today. And as I mentioned on the first broadcast that we done, I'm very shocked that we know who won. I fully expected for this to drag on for a day at least.
There are so many eyes that paid attention to this entire election. Not just us watching TV, but your poll workers. And they watched every single thing go through. We've still got 3 states that haven't turned their complete numbers in yet. Well, I guess 4 because we've still got
it's
Alaska that hasn't yet.
Yeah, here's what we've got at this point. This is Fox News of what they're projecting. We're showing that Trump in the lead at 51% in Nevada, but that's 84% in. I don't want to mislead you and make you think anything different. As 84% in. As we go to Arizona, he is also leading at 51% at 60% of returns in. As we go to Michigan, we have 96% of boxes in. He's leading at 49.9 to 48.2. That's razor thin. I think we even had some last time smaller than that. And then down in Alaska, he's got a pretty good lead there with 75% in, 55% to 40%. So Alaska could go to him. And look at these states. Is there anything that shocked anyone looking at this?
Overall, blue was blue. We kind of knew which ones were going to go there.
I never saw Virginia. I know there was some hope that Virginia would change, but I never saw that. Virginia and the people around the D.C. area, I even had pictures sent to me yesterday of people. It was definitely a Harris town. I never had a doubt on that. But the main thing on this is over now. It is time for unity and for America to come back together.
And if you lost a friend over this election because you didn't vote the same, then they were never your friend to begin with. Look, we've got our personal views on who we want and the reason. And if yours is against mine, I'm still going to be your friend.
Correct.
But we're in this together. And I've said this before. Let's go back 35, 40 years right here in Meridian. You had 3 major separate TV networks, all with news 3 times a day. You had 2 taxi services and a city-run bus system. You had interstate. You've got highway. You've got rail. You've got air. You've got every bit of this 40 years ago. And we are losing industry. We're losing people. We are not growing. We should be increasing and not
And I think the key
decreasing.
to all of this is, Odie, is if we throw in a little manufacturing in our country
That's
and
it.
can produce our own products. Y'all imagine that.
And who took manufacturing away from the United States? Because that's happening in Meridian.
I'm gonna
It's also
guess it
happening
was-
around the entire United States.
I'm gonna guess it was Bill, and I can't mock Bill. I can't
Ding,
do his
ding,
voice.
ding, ding.
I can't get it. I can't do
I
Hillary.
did not have relations with that woman.
Why didn't you wear a pantsuit this morning in honor of her?
It wasn't ironed. I let her sleep in today.
And I'm not being ugly. I ask this in all sincerity of the ladies that have run for office. I hadn't seen any of them wear a dress at all. And I'm not being ugly by any. I don't want you to take me wrong on that. I've just noticed that Hillary wore them, and also I never saw Kamala in a dress on the campaign. And I could have missed one. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying it's a little different there. All right, we got something else going on in the areas. We go to a church. I'm telling you, churches usually get us all straightened out. If you pull that mic a little bit closer to you, to your mouth there, where we'll be able to hear you there. Yeah. Let's cut across here. Mac is joining us, Trinity Presbyterian Church. Boy, y'all got a beautiful church.
Well, thank you. It's a lot of history to it, and it's a beautiful setting, being where it is.
Poplar Springs Drive is where that is. If you've been down, what have y'all got going on?
Well, Saturday morning we have a holiday bazaar going on. It's been going on since about 2011. I've just been at the church for about 2.5 years. But we'll have about 30 vendors in. I begin at 9 o'clock, go to 3 o'clock. There'll be all kind of things, from Christmas stuff just to what you would buy at a bazaar, and some very nice, anywhere from little foods to things that you might want to give at Christmas and things like this. It'll have we do holiday, not to not say Christmas, but we're before Thanksgiving too.
I didn't look at it that way.
Yeah, so we look forward. We actually, in our church, we're a small church, and
I didn't know this, what you were telling me.
yeah, we actually have two churches in there. Covenant Methodist Church is also meeting there, and they've got about 200 members, and they're growing. And so we coexist in that building, and they needed a place to worship, and so they're helping us with this. And
that's great.
So it's a really good thing. And then there's also good food there. One of the highlights is we have a group of women that are really good at gumbo. And so gumbo will be for sale both to buy it in a pint or quarter. I don't know exactly what the size is. It's hard to get it because they cook a certain amount and that's it. And then it'll also be served. You can buy it and eat lunch there and things like this. It's a lot of people bring their kids and grandkids just to go around because it's a Christmas environment. There'll be Christmas decorations up and things like this. And then at Trinity, we also house a dyslexic program on Monday,
I've seen that.
Tuesday, and Thursday. We have 32 kids that come in. We are funded by the Hardin Foundation, and we have 11 teachers. It's a one-on-one
That's
thing.
a lot of teachers.
Yeah. Well, this is the first year we've done that tuition free. And so it's our feelings that, and I was in education a long time, sometimes kids get lost in that education system. And when a child has a difficulty reading, many times it's correctable if you can get some one-on-one, teaching. And so our ladies are really good with that. And this goes to help. The Hardin Foundation funds the teachers. Then all the supplies and stuff like that, we have to take care of that in other ways. So we made our mind up that our bazaar was going to go strictly to that, and so that money will be used. Every cent that's made in it will be there. We'll also have a place that you can buy pies and cookies and candy and stuff like that. So
well, give us the times of when y'all will be there.
9 to 3 on this coming Saturday. And that'll be in our Family Life Center. But you park anywhere on campus, and you'll see where everybody will be flowing to that.
Oh, I can find the food.
Yeah.
I was telling Mac.
Well, y'all have an invitation for free gumbo. If you happen to show up, we just didn't know if you ever showed up at a place that was doing something good. So, we invite you to come and not have to. worry about something happening.
We do that almost every weekend somewhere.
Yeah.
But I was telling Mac as he came in, as I go and I travel the roads a lot in the area. Somebody always constantly beautifying the place, working on something, working on flowers.
Well, we had actually, a building that's 70 years old has a lot of maintenance problems.
Yeah.
And it's like a lot of churches that begin as one building and then things are added on. And so you have some parts of your building that are older than others. And Covenant came in and they were able financially to help us do a lot of things in upgrading the building and stuff like this. So, churches right now are struggling.
Yes, they are.
I think the struggling of the churches is an indication of where we are in America today.
You're right.
And I look at this election, I'm not all happy and elated and stuff like this for this simple reason, is we're still split 50-50.
We are.
In our church, we say every Sunday morning, we say the Pledge of Allegiance. And we don't need to sit here now and think everything's okay in America, because it is simply not. And we need to have kids and young families in churches, and that's not happening. And so we're an old church. Our youngest member is probably 60, 65, but Covenant Church has a lot of young people, and there are some other churches in our community. But I'm telling you, I'm happy that Donald Trump got elected, but he will not save us. And I really think for the first time what I saw is maybe we've gotten to a point that hopefully 16 years from now we won't be saying, well, the black males voted here and the white females voted here. Maybe we'll just say the people in America voted for this. And until we can get away from that,
right,
we're going to struggle, because we try to make people think if you're of a certain group, then you got to vote this way. And I look forward to the time. It's not, but that's wrong. We should be able to vote. The only right I want is be able to vote, and whoever wins, I'm okay with it.
Well, there you go.
And if that doesn't happen, then we got a long way to go.
I see exactly your point on that. And we can't thank you enough for coming in.
It's my pleasure.
Happening this weekend, Saturday. Drop in and see Mac and all of them there at Trinity Press Machine. Poplar Springs Drive. Beautiful place.
I'll be sitting at the gumbo line.
We'll
I'm going to welcome people there.
Mac Barnes, thank you so much for being a guest with us this morning.
I want to say something on here. We had somebody commented and wanted to bring up a subject, and then he came back with a question. Rico, he wants to see when's it going to start making Meridian better, and it's going into county supervisors versus city council. Because of everything else that takes place, we're probably not going to hit that subject today, but I wanted to bring that up to let you know that we're not going to forget about that, and we'll talk about that. So we're not trying to dodge your question at all, but let's bring that up when we have a council or county government in here, because of everything else we got. But keep coming with those questions.
As the seasons change, so do your clothes. And Garrett Sports Center on 8th Street has exactly what you need. Haybo shirts, long and short sleeve. Also Hulk shirts. And America's favorite brand, Carhartt. Whether you need work pants or slacks for church. And nothing lasts like a pair of Carhartt overalls. Maybe it's a set of boots that you need to keep you dry in those wet conditions. And as hunting season rolls in, they have all the camouflage you need and toboggans to boot. Garrett Sports Center, 3505 8th Street, Meridian. The tractors are rolling at Freeman Tractor on Highway 494. Drop in and see Keith, Cornbread, or Buttermilk. They've got a tractor that fits the need that you have. Whether it's a 26 horsepower, a 40, or bigger. Plus, they offer 0% financing for up to 96 months. Whether it's a part, a new tractor, 0% financing, or just simply a laugh. 601-626-8759, Highway 494 in Collinsville. That's Freeman Tractor. Have you been wanting your own building, your own shed? Speak to our friends at Best Sadia Building, 601-728-1954. Now, they can custom build you a home from a barn dominium. Maybe it's a shed that you're needing, or a simple place to park your car, a garage, a camp house. Maybe you need a place to park your tractor, your motorcycle, or even that lawnmower. They can custom design whatever it is you need. Quality work, trustworthy, Best Sadia Buildings. Speak with Drew, 601-728-1954. And welcome back. I'm your friend Scotty Ray, along with Odie. As Odie was counting votes last night on a board, I had to leave the situation room. And this is where we went last night as we showed up the 4600 block of 8th Street. Now, if you remember, I was here a few weeks ago, and I'm not going to play this because I'm talking through this. I'm just going to show you some still shots of in the background. Here it is where we were. This is the old Texaco, now known as the Food Mart, on 8th Street, the 4600 block. This is right past McDonald's. It'll be on the left down there past Burger King.
Down there on the same block as one of the original subways
Sure
in
was.
Meridian, Mississippi, when Gus first started coming into town.
I was trying to give directions when I was there a couple days ago, the last robbery, and I said, the old subway, and they said, huh? I said, what, the Dolly Madison building. And
The
they
old
said,
pointed building.
They said, huh? I said, that big yellow building that's on 8th Street.
Oh.
But again, last night, this person would enter the store from the east side, come in with a loaded gun, we're assuming there it was a gun, and pointed at the clerk and demanded the cash. Took some product from the store. We don't know what all they got. There is video of this also, but a shame that a store has been hit twice. Now, two of the favorites in Meridian that we know is going to be Cameron's in this store here on 46. We want y'all to be careful in this neighborhood, especially in the evening hours. It doesn't always mean it's going to happen after dark, but that's what happened. Now, Odie, right before that I arrived at that, you might have seen me down the street looking like this here. This would be in the parking lot of Autozone is where we were. Gunshots rang out there. I'm going to slide this down also as we look at this to show you. Here's where all those shell casings were. This tells us that they were parked in here and they began shooting. This would lead to gunfire ringing out and a house being struck one block behind there. Let's go to that beautiful beam footage. And I'm gonna show you this. And again, fortunately, no one was hit. Right in this area, right up in here is where the house took hits. And let me hit play here. As we see police officers on the scene, and as I was getting ready to leave, it was more and more police officers that arrived there. I spoke to the family. They were okay. A miracle, no one was hurt. But gunfire. But, it didn't end there last night. Now, although this was not, let me go back over here. We would get reports after the robbery of more gunfire. This was one of those arguments that led, this was not a drive-by or anything like this. This was some form of domestic argument that led to this. Now, also, later today, and I ran out of time yesterday, I went to some more gunfire that happened yesterday in our area. This would be out at the park, QVC site.
QV Sykes, yeah.
There would be reports of gunfire. Police would arrive on the scene. Somebody fled the scene. I've got the video of the pickup truck stopped on Highway 19 south, right around where the Exxon store is. And we're going to call this, and I'm going to try to word this the best way I can, Odie. We'll call it a domestic, I'm trying to be very, let's say maybe you had a girlfriend.
All right.
Okay. Maybe they were liking somebody else at that moment, and maybe you drove up on it. And
So it was like one of them there triangles.
and you didn't appreciate what was going on.
Yeah.
Then one thing led to another, and there was shots fired in there. No one hit, but whew,
So that's why they were at QVC Park.
I'm thinking, what was that song?
You got me saying QVC now.
What is it? What is it, Kirby? QV site? QB? Is it QV?
QV Sykes. Yeah, not
Sykes.
QVC. QV Sykes.
I was thinking of the Home Shopping Network. But what was that song the B-52s sang? Love Shack, baby.
Yeah.
Something went on. All I know, gunshots rang out. We do have some video of that we'll put. Just, you never.
A crime of passion.
Oh, Ricky Van Shelton jumps into this. Now, here's another disturbing thing that went on last night. Police had to be called out. B Street.
Yeah.
A male was in the street hitting a female in the middle of the street last night. These things like this happen in our city. So I'm not painting a bad picture. I don't want anybody to think that this was in the wee hour, and most likely some type of domestic dispute. We don't know what was behind it, but it's sad that a man would even think to do that.
It doesn't matter what's behind it. You don't hit a woman.
No, you don't. And Kirby, when he comes in, we'll talk to him a little bit about that, of what goes on. He was a former police officer. He's seen it all. Heard every excuse probably there is known to man of what people will tell you when you arrive on the scene.
I'm glad he's coming, because I heard after this election, it's boosted everybody up, and that he was thinking about coming back to Meridian Police Department.
Oh, is he going back?
So we've got to find that out.
He's coughing in the background.
Well, he
loudly.
drank his coffee too fast.
Have you ever actually, and I hadn't done this in a while, but have you ever turned up a cup of coffee or a Coca-Cola and it went down wrong and
come back up your nose?
Yeah.
And a Coca-Cola, a burn.
Ooh,
man.
it's tough there. And I hadn't had that happen in a while, but it can, without a shadow of a doubt. There was a car chase yesterday morning, and I think everybody was involved in it.
You know, now we told the other day that me and you rode in this bad boy.
Yes, sir.
And this bad boy looks like it's heavier than Mississippi itself, and it is.
It is very heavy.
But that dude right there can also move down the road.
Yes, sir, it sure can. We had someone taken into custody. It was a stolen car out of Covington County that the Jasper County Sheriff's Department noticed. They would throw on the blue lights, get in behind this, and then Newton PD would get involved, and then we would have Newton County Sheriff's Department involved, and we also had Clark County involved because, well, they went through Clark County, and it was woo, 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 woo.
And they saw Jody sitting in the driver's seat of this bad boy here, and they said, never mind.
They went to jail, and they were transported back to Jasper County for doing something that they shouldn't have. We want to say a big thing. Mississippi Highway Patrol almost left them out. They were also involved in that car chase as well.
Wow.
We want to say thank you to all law enforcement that was involved in that, doing their job.
Yes.
That a big coming up. Hickory picking is right around the corner. We're going to find out what's going on there. It's this weekend. That's always a big deal. Hickory picking. One of the few places that you can drop in and get you a cold drink in a bottle.
No.
I love it.
Not just a cold drink, but an original. A
Yes,
good
sir.
one.
That was a few months ago. We were out riding around. We stopped.
We just stopped in there to get one.
Yeah, I like it. We're going to tell you all about hickory picking. That is next here at the Scotty Ray Report. J&J Tire and Muffler, located at 3420 8th Street, invites you by. And if you need a front-end alignment, make sure to try their new state-of-the-art alignment machine. No matter the size of your truck and car, J&J can align it. J&J also has touch-free mounting, laser wheel balancing, and as always, they provide preventive maintenance, including CV axles, shocks, struts, brakes, with the largest selection of new and used tires, along with exhaust systems. Locally owned and operated since 1978 in Meridian.
When it comes to enhancing your outdoor experience, you need a companion that can keep up. The Kubota RTV 850 Sidekick at Parrish is your ultimate utility vehicle for every adventure. From the deer camp, trail riding, or just working on the farm, the Sidekick delivers powerful performance and versatility. These units start at $15,499 cash and have a $2,000 rebate. Financing is available as low as $285 a month.
Our local headlines are brought to you by the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Patrick Allen Companies has a wide selection of garage doors that will fit your style, add value to your home, and add curb appeal to your neighborhood. Patrick Allen also has top-of-the-line, energy-efficient replacement windows that will make your home look great while saving you money. We're family-owned and operated, and we take pride in our work. 5305 Highway 145 South in Meridian.
For all your garage doors and replacement windows,
call Patrick Allen Companies. Safety, service, satisfaction.
Welcome back as we're letting you know all the things going on. Thank you to everybody.
Yeah.
Sorry for that little delay this morning on our first show of YouTube not working. Something didn't work amongst my normal activities, and I didn't have something right. We got it fixed quickly.
Well, you know, you never sleep, and it was even worse last night.
And my eyes were kind of crossed, and you know how things don't look right? You know, something's not right, but you don't know what to do.
Oh, man, it was a long night. Mine was long, and I got a couple hours of sleep.
You had a coloring book, a big one.
I did have a big old coloring book. I hope none of that bled through on
How's
her
that
wall.
girl doing this morning?
I guess she's doing all right. We ain't heard from her.
She had some good hamburgers. I think Weidman's.
Weidman's catered it.
Yeah, good food there.
Amy said that was some of the best mushrooms she has eaten. And I said, I'll take your word for it. I don't eat anything that a toad sits on.
And I want to say thank you. I bumped into a lot of people last night I have not seen in a long time. That was fun. A watch party. It was a lot of in and outs that came in just for a few minutes and come in to watch the screen, walk out back to shake a few hands. I saw them from all walks of life, and it is always good to be able to see people, even if I saw so many people from different political views in one place, not one argument. They all got along, and that's I appreciate that.
That was you had gone out chasing some more crime, and Percy Bland come in. Larry Gill was there, sat and talked with them. Great guys. Enjoyed seeing them last night and coming through. But a little bit of everybody came in, and it was fun to be around one another.
Sharon asked Jennifer Branning when she won Lauderdale County. It looks as though it's going to be a runoff now.
Going to be a runoff.
Tight.
Yep. She's doing great, but we've got to get back out. I think it's the week before, the Tuesday before Thanksgiving, we will have the runoff. We've got to go out there and we've got to support Jennifer to take this seat.
I'm gonna have to be corrected live because I know I'm fixing to make a mistake because I only know you by your Harris last name. What is your Shelby married name though?
Harris.
Okay, my mistake. I was thinking that you got a new last name.
No, it's been Harris for about 10 years now, so.
Okay, well that's I'm right.
Right.
I thought I had me a boo boo there, and I was supposed to call you Miss Harris, Miss Shelby Harris, and whoops. So we've got Hickory picking coming up. Look at this as we pull this up. Here's y'all's Facebook page. How many years in a row y'all been doing this?
This is our 7th year, I believe.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Mm-hmm. It's my baby.
I
have 4, but this is
it.
my community baby, so yeah.
Y'all have a lot. What goes on in the course of the day at Hickory picking?
Well, it starts on Friday. We'll start setting up the vendors Friday evening, and then I try to get out enough time where I can at least get some sleep. Eric won't sleep at all, but I'll go home and get a little bit of sleep.
Eric doesn't need any
Eric's
sleep.
just, he might as well just sleep at the store that night.
Yeah.
He does it to himself. I told him to go home and he don't listen to me. So, but
He
I'll
doesn't
go.
listen to Tanya either, so it don't matter.
No, but he makes her stay up there with him. So I'm like, let my mama go home and go to bed. I need y'all the next morning, not with some good rest.
There's rumor that there might be a donkey or two showing up.
Yes, there'll be some ducks and rabbits and cows, donkeys, a little bit of all the little ones you want to pet. Anyway,
Petting zoo coming
Yes.
your way.
Oh.
That is going to be fun. Now, what time does the activities get underway?
so on Saturday we'll start the event at 9 o'clock. So 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we'll have the petting zoo all day. There'll be a blood drive from 10 to 2, I believe. And then we're also raising money and awareness for ALS, the Team Gleason Foundation.
Yeah.
We had a sweet lady that, being in the store business, you meet a lot of people. And a lot of those people touch your hearts. And when you lose them, it hurts.
Oh, it does.
So that's the least we could do is raise money and awareness in memory of Miss Ginger Way. And her family's given us the blessing to do that. So I appreciate them for letting
That's
us.
awesome.
Well, let me ask you about this. I know Christmas is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to have like hand-painted ornaments like you've got here on the website where you can come in and take a look at all this ornaments?
That event itself is November something. You caught me off guard. But it's in November. We're having a straight just
23rd.
event for that. Yes, the 23rd. So that's not this Saturday, but that is coming up. And we would love to see all the little ones come out and get their hands painted and or foot if they're small enough. So.
But y'all have a lot of Christmas ornaments and things
yes.
of that nature this
We have
weekend.
the pottery kind. We have the wooden already painted already. And outdoors, there's no telling what you'll find out there. We usually max out at 60 vendors, but this year Eric's like, "Oh, we got plenty of room." I'm like, "No, we don't. No, we don't." But I already stressed out at 60, but now we've got close to 80 vendors. So
That is big.
I don't know where
That
I'm gonna
is
put
huge.
everybody, but we're gonna make it work. So
Yeah. That'd be great.
and that's
I'm
only
proud
outdoors.
for y'all.
That's only outdoors. Indoors, we already got 50 vendors for just the flea market itself, but outdoors for just Saturday, we got close to 80. So I'm kind of nervous. So y'all say a prayer for me.
Eric's staying busy over there. Tell him that's his job to go paint out the squares for these tents.
Well, no, that'd be my job.
I can see.
I don't know if he'll
I
make
do
a
too.
straight line or not. So I got to get out there and do it.
But as we talk about the flea market, tell me just a rundown of vendors of what will be there. Is it clothes? Is it
A little bit of
arts and
everything.
crafts?
Yes.
What is it?
We'll have a lot of clothing vendors. A lot of the Care Lodge will be there raising awareness and getting domestic violence awareness out there so people can get help. We'll have the Children's Protective Services out there talking about fostering and how they can support children. The ALS community, they'll be out there passing out information. There'll be, like I said, clothing vendors, craft vendors. There'll be sketch glass and wood vendors that can make custom stuff for Christmas gifts. A little bit. I mean, honestly, everything. When I get vendors, I'll ask them what they have already, and if it's something that we already have signed up, I'm like, eh. But if there's something different, I'm like, come on, please. I want all of it.
What about I'm hearing rumor that the 8th annual Daisy Duke Shorts Contest is also is that still?
Eric's the prime star for that, and he's got these little kixies thingies, like these little tights that he pulls up in different colors. You got maroon, you got blue and white, red. So it just
come
depends.
see.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I have to ask.
Put him in the freezer.
Tell us about your baby you got there. What's his name?
Elliot.
Elliot, how in the world are you doing over there?
Can you say hey?
Hi there.
Say it's
Good
early.
to see him.
That's one of those things. You're, being a mom, and
Yeah, you got a chance. How old is he?
he's 3, so he's not in
3
school
years
yet. So
old.
that's why he's here.
Did you have fun on Halloween? Did you get a bunch of candy? You didn't get much?
Bad mom alert. We didn't go,
Oh,
but I'll buy you candy at Walmart. So like,
there you go.
I mean,
You gonna get it made up to
he's
you
not
there.
lacking in candy by any means. So.
I would imagine not. And I'm not going to say that Eric may be spoiling, but you know how that goes.
Oh, you know he
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Yeah.
Again, give us the times and what time, if you're coming, what time you need to set up, and what time the general public can come start being a part of this.
Starting at 9 o'clock, the vendors will be there at 5 o'clock. As well as me. So please don't show up at 5. But at 9 o'clock to 4 o'clock, we'll have a few people entertaining. We'll have the petting zoo, the blood drive. So if you're able to give, please come give. I want it to be a packed bus that day.
Now, what exit is it off of I-20?
Exit 115. So you may see a giraffe or two throughout the year on the interstate. So it's just our mascot. But yeah, and then that, and then we just support the local vendors. I mean, that's why we do this. Is small town businesses come out and do booths, and people who don't have storefronts,
Right.
that's their means of business. So that's their way of getting out in the community to meet people.
Exactly.
So I really enjoy it.
Shelby, we can't thank you enough for being a part of this. We always look forward to having y'all in. Hickory is just a great little town. If you've never visited Hickory, this is kind of like the gathering of everybody in the community once a year where they come on out for
Now,
this.
that other gentleman offered y'all gumbo.
What you got?
I got stew.
Oh,
The veteran.
Now, I like some good stew,
Now,
too.
y'all support the was it Presbyterian?
Yeah.
Go support them too. But if you come out and visit us, I'll get you some stew. The veterans do it every year for us. That's their way of giving back and getting some donations to them. So, and it's really good.
Wow.
We
Is
appreciate
that Brunswick stew? Is that?
Oh,
correct?
yeah.
Newton County, a great place, and we feel. I've always felt very welcome there. I can't brag enough upon the sheriff's department.
No, Jody's
Jody
awesome.
and his gang. I've got kinfolks that live in Newton County. Good people, and we appreciate y'all having a little business there and taking
Definitely.
care of it.
Yes, sir. And hopefully the business itself will have some new changes soon. So we're excited to share those changes hopefully soon. Now that the yesterday's over with,
Right.
we're excited to share. So,
That's
Good deal.
good.
but Eric would
That's
probably kill
great.
me right now if I said it on.
Let him
that's his
break the
little,
news, huh?
Well, no, but he just wouldn't want me to share right now. So
I got you.
I'll leave y'all hanging on the clip.
Yeah. We're
Thank
just
you so
holding
much.
on.
Again, it's
Yes, sir.
happening Hickory Picking this
Saturday.
weekend, this Saturday. And let me show you back the page here as you can go here and find out more at their Facebook page. There it is right there. Hickory Picking. Let me get to the top. Where's my home button? I'm blind, Odie. There's a button right there that
I
takes
didn't
you
know
right
you
there.
could use a button to do that.
But there's a link on there too. Y'all can find for the Team Gleason Foundation. If you're not able to come to the event and donate, they can click on that link and donate directly to them. They help
that's cool.
a lot with the ALS patients and families.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of what we do.
Definitely.
Thanks
Sir,
for coming
thank
by.
you. Thank y'all for having me.
Scotty Ray and Odie, we'll be right back with more information. Let's face it, accidents are going to happen. If a deer jumps out in front of your car, go see my friends and professionals at Chet's Paint and Body Shop in Center Hill. Chet can help you navigate through this confusing world of insurance by providing photo estimates to insurance companies and the right to choose the body shop of your choice. From a minor scratch to a major collision, Chet has you covered. Chet offers quality repairs by trained and certified technicians with a lifetime warranty on all repairs. That's Chet's Paint and Body Shop.
Looking for a deal you can't pass up? Right now, drive off in a quality used car for just $299 down and only $299 a month. here at Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Meridian. That's right, good reliable cars packed with features at a price you'll love. $299 down, $299 a month. Look, I'm not kidding. This is a real offer that our customers have taken advantage of for years now. Come see us today, Johnson Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Meridian.
Philadelphia Gun and Pawn, located at 910 Posey Avenue, has tons of lawnmowers to choose from. A big selection of zero-turn lawnmowers, power washers, and even barbecue grills. Step inside the store and see their complete line of Liberty safes along with those Browning safes. A large selection of Louis Vuitton purses along with satin shirts and bead sets. And tons to choose from for the outdoorsman in your household. And always a great deal on any type of jewelry you're looking for. And a private lobby for pawns for your confidentiality. Philadelphia Gun and Pawn.
Hey,
And here
we go.
we're back. Scotty Ray and Odie, this is the morning after. Can we call it that?
Yes, we can. Or also known as, what day is it?
Oh, yeah.
Trump Day.
Look at him changing the name.
Well, Frog come up with that. I just had to say it. And
That's pretty good there. That's funny. Again, if you went to bed early last night, and a lot of you did, it was just tough to hang in there. Here's the count that we're using Fox News as their go-to on this. I even read here, and I don't know the breakdown. I don't know last year and some of the analysis that were coming in last night, to where New York did go Democrat, but it was not by the lead they had in the past in New York. Some ground was lost in that area. As we see here, a lot of red. We still have 4 states, as we do a recap, that have not come in yet. We're looking at Michigan. We are still at 96.8% coming in, 49% lead for Trump. As we look at Arizona, we're looking at a 51% lead, with only 60% of the voting in. Anyway, all of these will not change the outcome of this. He has crossed that 270 threshold to win the presidency. Again, I never made a comment on this because I honestly did not know how this election would go one way or the other. I honestly did not.
I was scared, and I didn't really want to go to sleep last night because the way it changed 4 years ago. But we were all sitting around, and after Pennsylvania came in, it was okay. I think we're good now. But, you know, like Wicker, he pretty much won real good, hands down, in the state. And then coming in, you had Branning at 42%, Kitchens at 36%. She needed 50 plus 1 vote to win it outright. So that will be the only runoff in our area. Just because you're going to go to the poll and make 1 vote, do not get discouraged on that. Continue to go and make sure your voice is heard for that.
And speaking of vote, and let me say this. During this election, on both sides we saw some, but endorsements from celebrities don't always make a difference. Let's look at, you think about how many people love Taylor Swift to death. She is a superstar. Millions upon millions of people follow her. And even with her endorsement, it did not flip a campaign. We saw Joe Rogan at the very last moment, and I wonder...
Robert De Niro.
Yeah, Robert De Niro, all those. Joe Rogan flipped to Donald Trump at the last moment. I would have to say the most outspoken person that got out and kind of done a little something would be Elon Musk.
He was huge. But look at what he's done for,
Let me ask this.
for jobs in America.
Had he not bought Twitter and changed that to where you could actually put something on it, do you think the outcome would have been different? Or would it have still turned out the way it did?
Well, you know, I mean, that's a good point.
And I don't know the answer to that.
You know, Trump's got his own network.
But it's not really to the average American. It
hadn't
never...
reached it. No.
I signed up for it to use it because I thought there could be, and then it was too hard to use.
It really was.
And so I don't even touch it anymore. I got an account, I don't even remember what the password was because it just didn't work right.
I don't have it on my phone either.
So, but the influencers that thought they were somebody on this election just didn't have the effect that they thought they would. Or at least that's the way I see it looking at it now, because I think there were far more celebrities. And somebody else made a comment of, didn't you learn from Hickory never to throw a party the night of it, to where you have all these celebrities come out and sing and invite. They say it's like a taboo. Don't do it. Now, and another thing that I totally disagree with what happened last night. Win, lose, or draw in an election, you have people who have knocked on doors, who have followed you through thick and thin to get you elected. And for you to come on stage and go, she's going home tonight, she's going to come back tomorrow, thank y'all, good night. You don't do that. You address the people.
She does, not your campaign
But Hillary,
worker.
yeah, and Hillary done the same exact thing. And again, what that really tells you is your leaders, and I've said this many, many times, and quote me on it, during your darkest hour defines who you are.
I'm glad you stood right here for 4 hours waiting on me. I'm glad you supported me, and I'm glad you gave up your evening to stand right here to see me, but y'all go home.
And I've seen that in local elections, too, to where people stepped up and said, thank y'all. I want to thank every one of y'all that went out and put out yard signs for me and helped me. I've seen that local. I've also seen it on a local level to where there was no word mentioned after a loss. They just kind of stepped back and you didn't see them anymore.
Or somebody just run out the door.
All of that, all the above.
You know, and we talked about that in a lot of change. One thing, Trump did 8 years ago, and people still have this misunderstood. Trump didn't just overturn Roe versus Wade. He took that away from the federal level, and he gave that to the states. Now, the states had a right to say, yes, we want to make some laws, or we don't. It's individual states. And last night was a big night with abortion, because you had Missouri, Arizona, Colorado, Maryland, and Montana that voted to undo the abortion ban.
But as we look at that, it was pushed as the narrative of this is what women are thinking. And that truly was not what people had on their mind as they went to vote. Now, I'm sure there were some, don't get me wrong.
Oh, there's no way it was worded.
It was not the top priority of America, as a lot of them. It's states' rights at this point.
It's not a national. It's states.
The old economy has a lot to do with how people vote and what's in their pocketbook.
Now, New York basically said, we don't care. You can have an abortion anytime you want. The rest of these states, they put a limit. You can have an abortion, but it's going to be. Oh, look at there! It's going to be. Limited to a time. Once that fetus is viable, you cannot have one. But New York basically said, we don't care. You can have an abortion. And then you had Florida, Nebraska, and South Dakota that said, no, we're keeping the bans in place. So that was a huge deal last night that some of these other states went through.
Let me ask this. Let me pull this up on screen here. As y'all got to see old Kirby back over there on that side of the room, let me show this screen here. How many times has this been you? Let me hit play on this. Has this been you arriving to the scene? The Popo coming up to the scene of a wreck. This was right in front of Mugshots is where we were last night.
Oh, okay.
As we'll spin around here and show you what happened as this comes around. We had a car here, two-vehicle accident. Yeah. That's Metro in the background arriving there, as you heard that also in the background as we got on scene to see what happened. There was no major injuries, thank goodness.
Yeah. Wow.
But as the guy that was in the Tahoe, I walked over and was talking to him, and he goes, I just got it out of the shop today. I just got a new transmission.
Oh.
I think a hee-haw. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all.
Oh, yeah, that makes your heart just sink.
So I felt for them during that time of it's just a boo-boo. Things like that happen. So that's what went on there last night.
I believe in karma.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I went to another scene last night, and originally they said it was an accident with injuries, possibly 2 to 3 people involved. After I got on scene, it was not at all like that. It was somebody who just had what we'll call a boo-boo. Backing out, and the car kind of went off in a ditch, and it was kind of like no one was hurt. As we look at the fire trucks, I'm not trying to embarrass anybody. That's not what that's about. But the road was blocked here. This was just off of 5th Street, is where this would be 57th Avenue. Kirby, I'm sure you've been there also
Once
before.
or twice. Just once.
This would be going down Highway 19. You take a right at 5th Street and go over and take a left.
That's right.
And this would run all the way back down to where the Horseman's Mart used to be.
Yeah.
That's right.
And everybody's going, Horseman's Mart?
It was
Somebody
a little bitty
work with
building
me.
that was full of all kind of stuff.
Cowboy boots and
That
hats.
was, yeah.
Yes, sir, I knew where it was.
Big tack store.
Why are you here? Let me ask that.
Well,
I heard, now Turnbow said that it was, you were here to sing Love Shack.
I have sang Love Shack, especially during karaoke, but I usually have something that helps me out.
Oh, okay.
Sing a little bit better.
Yeah, sing a little bit. And I usually have two girls in the background that are singing the other part.
Oh,
of it.
yeah.
Yeah, I get the male part, they get the female part.
Well, at least you know how that works.
Well, you know, I learned that on 2 parts on karaoke, one's blue and one's pink.
Yeah, well,
So I always sing the blue.
I'm glad they've called.
I've never been in front of a karaoke machine. I didn't realize that it showed.
Yeah,
you.
it'll tell you whose it is.
And it highlights the words.
Yeah,
when
it
you're
highlights the
supposed to
words
sing it.
as you sing it.
I did not know that. I'll have to watch. I'll stand behind.
Oh, you got to
one
come to the VFW because we have it on Friday nights. And,
Do y'all do karaoke every Friday
Yes,
night?
sir. Well, right now we're at one night through the month.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get it where I can get it
What's
every
the-
Friday night.
What's the most karaoke played song at the VFW? What is the one song that a lot of people feel comfortable
I
with?
love this bar.
Toby Keith?
Yeah. That's usually the ending song.
I love
And that other one you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here.
I've heard that one before.
So you get that a lot, and then all through you just depends on the genre, and the age of the person singing usually, because you get like people my age and older.
Right.
Oh man, we're singing the 70s and before, whereas you get those that are younger than me, they're doing 80s and 90s, and if you get those that are really young, like close to that 21 mark, then
Right.
they're doing today's music. And so it's really a lot of fun. And at the post, we get anywhere from 21 to 85. However, I do have a 96-year-old man that likes to get out there too. So I
That's
tell
pretty
you what,
good there now.
I tell you. But anyway, the post is doing something this weekend.
What you got?
I'm sorry, not this weekend, but Monday, November 16th, November 11th. Let me get my events straight. November 11th is Veterans Day. On Veterans Day, the VFW is hosting the ceremony at the Doughboy Monument, as we normally do every year. The good, really cool part, got Meridian High School choir is going to be there, and they're going to be singing the national anthem.
Oh, man.
And then they're also going to be doing, I believe we're going to also have a rendition of God Bless America, which we can definitely say we need that.
Yes.
And and then we've got multiple people, and our main speaker is going to be Captain Justin Kutch.
Yeah.
He's the Commodore over the training Air Wing 1 over there at the Naval Air Station. It's really great to have this man come in. It's going to be a great deal. He's got good words to say. Robbie Atkinson is going to be out there leading the roads there, because he's going to be telling everybody what's coming next. It's going to be all kinds of stuff, and we got new people going to be getting involved. We have Felicia Outlaw. She's going to be our invocation lady, and she's going to be leading us in prayer. So we got really good stuff going on. After the VFW, now the ceremony itself starts right at 10:30. We're going to have 3-plane flyover at that moment at 10:30. That's going to be our kickoff. After that, we got the ceremony goes on. When the ceremony is over, we're going to have a luncheon at the VFW Post 79, which is over there on Old 80. The food's going to be hamburger steak, pulled pork, for those that don't like hamburger steak. And we got baked beans, mashed potatoes, string beans, and corn rolls, sweet and unsweet tea.
Well, I'm
Not
just curious.
sweat.
I'm just curious if you know when this event will happen.
Yes, that's going to be right after. Where's my cup of coffee?
Who in their right mind don't like hamburger steak? That throws me off.
You got some people. The biggest thing we're trying, we got 2 pork butts that was donated to us by the Fleet Reserve, and they
Good people, aren't they?
Yeah, Jimmy there is seriously putting on a good show right there at the grill, and he's taking care of that part there. And we got people that are donating. We've got some beautiful people that have donated money towards the food for us to be able to put out there. All the veterans that come in can eat for free. Everyone else, we're asking for a donation.
Oh, well, there you go.
So
you can't beat that.
we're trying to get that out. And if we have anything left, we might try and find some local law enforcement or other emergency services that show up, and so we can take care of them as well.
That's what you do there.
After the ceremony and the luncheon, then we got to get going on the parade. The parade starts lining up at 2 o'clock. That's going to be on 25th Avenue, 9th Street. And at 3 o'clock, we step off. And, of course, it does the usual parade route through downtown Meridian. And we're asking everyone and anyone that wants to be part of it. And we like it because we got the schools are going to be putting their kids in, and it's going to be a great deal having them marching. And we're just going to have a great time. And I'm wanting I'd like the city leaders, the county leaders to come out there, get in your car, and ride down that parade. Let people see who you are. And that you're here, you're part of the leadership of this community, and we'd like to see them, and we'd like to see. You don't even have to polish your car; just kind of dust it down a little bit.
Get the major
slide.
Do a slide there. We got anyone is invited to get on the actual parade list there. We have me. You can call me at 601-938-7523.
He really likes it when you call him around 2 or 3 in the morning. So just write that down and just feel free to call that anytime.
Leanne will wake up and answer the phone.
That's right. Well, my other contacts, Mr. Ricky Nelson. Mr. Ricky Nelson, he's
Chief.
Old Chief, and his number is 601-917-1007. 601-917-1007, or you can reach him on email at richardnelson5425@hotmail.com. richardnelson5425@hotmail.com, so he can get you set up in the parade. So we can get you going. Get you a number, get you going, have it all spaced out. Because if you don't, we're still going to let you march. We're still going to let you in the parade.
But you're getting in the back.
So if you want to be up front, you want to be counted as a number, please come on. Let us know. The best one to contact is Mr. Ricky Nelson, but I am the fallback guy.
He'll take care of that. More coming up, as we'll talk with Kirby in a minute, as we do celebrate this. We want a large crowd for it. We'll talk more about that in just a moment here at the Scotty Ray Report. The selection is always changing at Massey Supermart Auto Sales with low-mileage cars and trucks. How about a 2022 Jeep Wrangler or a 2021 Honda Ridgeline Sport with only 40,000 miles? A GMC Denali or a 2024 Silverado 2500? Drop in today and find the car that you're looking for. They're packed with low-mileage cars and trucks.
The low-profit dealer, Massey Supermart.
Meridian's favorite barbecue is Squealer's Barbecue, named the barbecue capital for the state of Mississippi. Whether it's barbecue, wings, or burgers, Squealer's simply has the best for a family environment. Every Thursday night, there's live music out on the porch. Takeout orders are welcome, and whether it's your next tailgate or large catering event, your friends at Squealer's are there to help. Drop in for lunch today or a night out on the town. Squealer's Barbecue, the best in fine barbecue.
At Pettit Jewelers in Philadelphia, Mississippi, trust Nicole with your priceless heirloom jewelry. With generations of refined expertise, she ensures your cherished pieces are meticulously cared for. Pettit Jewelers, Philadelphia.
And welcome back, your friend Scotty Ray along with Odie. We have to say congratulations to this group. They were hard at it. The Meridian Rookies. They're number 1 in the district with a 9-0 record. Congratulations.
Ooh. Man, that is awesome right there. 9-0, undefeated.
That is really good. We're proud for any teams that do that. Yes. We got some new deputies taking the oath.
Well, we got new detention officers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. There we go. I almost said that wrong, didn't I? congratulations to them for joining. That's a tough job.
Need all the help they can get.
I don't know if everybody realizes it.
I couldn't do that job.
No, that's different.
That's totally different. I did 30 years as a police officer. Let me tell you, I could not be a detention officer. I was offered that job in Texas, and I told them they could keep it.
Just go right on.
They definitely need to be recognized.
Yes, absolutely. That's a whole different breed right there.
It is a lot goes on behind the scenes. There's the arrest, then the incarceration.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to bring this up also. And I don't know the real answer as to why the street is still tore up. I know that there was concrete poured, something had to be taken up, and it's torn up again, and it's causing a little dismay for businesses there as we look here at Joyce's, etc. 23rd Avenue at 8th Street, there at that corner to where those concrete steel things went up in the air, yellow markers, and that corner has been like major busy for the longest. They're still open, but you got to walk to them because the street's blocked.
Right.
To my knowledge, today is no different. It's still going to be blocked. And Tammy was just in there measuring left. I had her measure me. She'd never done that. I said,
just so you know.
I said, your mama did. So since you run it, you got to run it. And she said I was same size, and I don't believe her. Because I think I gained.
Well, she didn't do the belly, did she?
Yeah,
she said
she didn't have enough tape to go around.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of weddings. Y'all just don't realize the weddings and stuff that goes on.
Yeah,
the people have to get fitted for, and
if you think they ain't busy, you wrong. That's a job I couldn't do either.
I'm glad that she knows how to use that tape. I'm not the best at that. So as the dust settles, there's probably a transition team already together working on what's going to be coming.
Oh, yeah.
I would say that Israel is a very, very happy camper this morning. What's going to be happening there was another 200, I'm going to be wrong on this amount, but it was millions of dollars that was just given again to what's his face over there, that country that's been fighting for. He come and spoke to
from Russia.
Netanyahu?
You talking about Netanyahu?
No, the guy that's fighting.
Okay.
What's that other country that we've given all that money to?
Oh, Lord.
Where Chernobyl is.
Which one? Oh, no.
That little guy there where he's the president of the country, come over and spoke to Congress.
Ukraine.
Ukraine. Yes.
Yeah.
We've given more money to them. Will that continue? I don't know. I don't know what the stance is on that. I think there's going to be a lot of countries that have been kind of picking on us. They're going to go, whoop. Somebody's new on the playground.
That's right.
And he don't play.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Terry knew it as well, and I just couldn't get it out. But I do think it's a new playing field of what's coming, and they know what's going to be happening in January. If you do something in between now and then, you will pay for it come January.
Oh, absolutely.
They're going to back off and go, whoops.
He's not in office.
No, but they don't think he is.
He's part of it.
That's right.
And he says, I might not have it yet, but you just wait.
I have never, and again, I know that there are Harris supporters that watch us. And it's okay, and I'm good with that. I have nothing against you. We all need to be unity as we move forward.
Absolutely.
But I have never seen this. This was very unique in one way. She did not win a presidential primary. She was the first out, as a matter of fact, when she ran for president. She was the first opted out. No one voted for her. For whatever reason, Biden chose her as the vice president when he had all these others that got a lot higher votes. Right. I don't know what that was about. Then given the slot, the nomination, never ran for it.
Yeah, here.
But America didn't want that.
But just because I didn't vote on the Democrat ticket, I did make a Democrat vote yesterday, but it wasn't for Harris. But just because we don't see eye to eye, here's the thing. I voted for Trump, not just because I think he'll do a better job for me, because I think he'll do a better job for you. And I want you as a Harris supporter to win just like I want me to win. Because if we all win, we'll all be better off. I don't want to see anybody that voted opposite of me do bad.
No,
I want
by no
every
means.
single person out there to do better, and I think Trump was the better candidate
Now,
to do that.
the only thing that happened during this campaign, there was a lot of things said on both sides. We all know that. But the one thing that truly bothered me was that clip. And I'm assuming, again, that it is correct, of where the young man brought up Jesus Christ's name, and he was told he was at the wrong
rally. Yep.
Now, I don't, again, I don't want to call somebody out for something I don't know all the facts on. But it sure looked like it was turning its back on Christianity, and somebody tell me if I'm wrong on that.
Well, I
Please
think
do.
it ended up with he came back telling the young lady that don't know what about the church has rubbed you the wrong way, but he wasn't there to try to make it where you're mixing church with state. The fact is that he's sitting there saying, as a Christian, the fact is it is my job to invite you to Christ.
But
and
her
to
comment
understand.
of "you're at the wrong rally,"
Right.
what was that aimed at? When
Well,
you said church, do we really know what that was about?
I still think it's just that she was trying to separate. We're not here to put in a Christian man.
Yeah.
We're just here to put in a politician. And so the fact is that she's not remembering how America began to begin with. And we came over here for those very reasons, and we're trying to take all of it out with all this separation. Same thing happened in the school system. You know, we took Christ out of schools. You're not supposed to pray in the public schools anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you remove the very backbone of what our nation's about, well, you're going to start
You get
looking like
into
the
this.
jelly. You know, you ain't got no
Barnes
backbone
said-
no more.
It's like Coach Barnes said, the church is getting smaller.
Absolutely.
And we said not too long ago that there's more people not in church than there is in church.
Over 50% of Americans don't believe
And that's
in
who
God
she was
anymore.
trying to get. She
Well,
was
see,
trying to get
that's-
the majority.
Yeah.
But there's so many people out there that in a group says, I don't believe in God, but deep down they've still got it in. They know
Well,
there's a God.
Put them in a
and
bad situation, and the first words out of their mouths is, "Dear
it's
God."
help me God.
That's
Yep.
exactly right.
But you know, and I cannot name you the Bible verses. There's a lot of scholars.
I can't.
out there
I'm not a scholar. I'll
that
tell you that
know
right
the
now.
Bible verses, but
Yeah,
I do know
I
that
don't.
somewhere in those pages, it makes a comment about denying God,
Mm-hmm.
And I'll
that is
deny
like this-
you in front of my Father.
Correct, and
Yeah,
that's one of the
that's right.
worst sins
That's
that you
right.
can do. Y'all think about what
Well,
has gone on in our nation.
John 3:16 says it all, and that's all there is to it. And the fact is, you know, God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son.
Yes.
Whosoever shall believe in Him shall not perish.
You know,
That's
and our
it.
nation has been.
And
Well, let
we-
me tell you, we've been blessed,
And
haven't
we've
we?
been blessed.
Yes.
And let me tell you something, and people don't understand it, but civil war normally happens in a country about every 200, 225 years. Well, we're older than that.
Yeah, we are.
And the fact is, you know, if we let everything that's going on in our nations and on our shores, if we let this stuff get out of hand, we're going to have another one.
No, Lord, we don't want that, do we?
And no, because we're not going to be fighting an enemy that's trying to take over until during the time we're in the middle of the Civil War, because that's when other nations who've been waiting on us to show a weakness, that's when they're going to step in.
What was it? Charlie Daniels said we might have had a little fighting amongst ourselves.
That's right.
You best use outsiders.
You better
leave us
stay
alone.
outside. That's exactly right.
Welcome.
We'll hold it.
We got some more coming up as we travel through this early morning. It's Wednesday, the day after election. We've all made it. The nation is still here.
Yep.
God is good. We'll tell you more about it in a moment.
Come see us at Kia Meridian, where we have the best deals in town. We have 0% for 48 months on remaining 2024 Kia Sorrentos and Kia Sportages. Come see us. We're putting dreams in driveways.
If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike Reed has years of experience dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, we'll travel.
And welcome back. One thing that we hadn't brought up, is the Senate being flipped to Republican. That happened in the voting yesterday.
And I mean, it was Republican all the way across. Senate, House.
Well, the House still hadn't completely. We're neck and neck.
Yeah.
It looks like we're going to take it. This is going to be better for every single person out there. It's going to be bringing jobs back. Everybody can work. Everybody can pay taxes. Everybody can be in on this together. This is no us and them. This is we as Americans, the United States of America.
If you were born in America, you are an American.
You're an American.
It doesn't matter
Period.
what your ethnic background is.
No.
If you were born in America, you are an American.
Yeah.
Period.
And we are for every single one of us to succeed in life.
And to try to make us better.
And make our country better.
That's right, for the next generation.
That's why people have
Look at what
fought
your
to get
kids are
over
coming up to.
Oh, wow. Well, look at Scotty Ray getting up in the middle of the night going to gunshots.
And it hurts your heart to know that.
Man.
Because this community should be. I've been here a little over 30 years now. I mean, I come from Texas and all. But I've been here about 30 years plus. And the fact of the matter is, we are actually smaller now than when I got here.
Yes.
And that shouldn't be. We should actually be 3 times. The town that I came from, Waco, Texas, is 5 times larger than this place. And it shouldn't be. It should be half, maybe, but not 5 times
For
larger.
what we have to offer. We have got so much to offer.
Absolutely.
Speaking of offering, let me go to a breaking news story that we just got there. We have sheriff's deputies. We have warrants being served this morning in the 9,000 block of Highway 493. Oof. This is they stage these. They move in and hit right at daylight. And 9,000 block of Highway 493 warrants being served. Now we do not know what the warrants are being served over at this point. If you're a bad guy, I would be thinking right now it could be a bad time for you. They could have several in their pocket that they're going around doing there. As we get more information on this, we will pass that along. But again, warrants being served in the neighborhood of the 9,000 block of Highway 493.
That's right there at the post office. I
Yes,
think
sir,
that's
right
across
by
the
the
street. Yep, and the fire department.
Ring Stanley's over there looking at him, going, "What's y'all doing?"
Oh boy!
So that has happened. Boy, what a morning we have had. Let's go back over what time to come get some barbecue and stuff.
Okay. Well, like I said, the program actually starts at the Doughboy Monument, 10 o'clock. So try and get there earlier. PD should be having the place closed down, the street closed down right there. What is that, 23rd Avenue?
Right.
And 6th Street. So we're trying to make sure that no one's going to get hurt. Everything's going to be beautiful. The fact is, after that, the actual ceremony starts at 10:30 with a flyover by 3 aircraft. And we'll have Justin Kutch. Captain Justin Kutch will be talking to us, and then after that, we're going to go to the Veterans VFW Post 79 for luncheon for veterans, which will be free to the veterans, and then we ask for donations from anyone else, and then from there we got a parade that's going to start lining up at 2 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, it actually starts doing its thing, and that's going to be Monday, November 11th. And I hope to see everybody there. We really need a good turnout, but we need everybody to be safe.
Kirby, we can't thank you enough for coming in.
Yeah.
We appreciate that. You know, something that we had an analyst with us yesterday, Jeff Tate.
Yes.
I think Jeff got it all right that he went over yesterday.
I think he did. He's real close on these numbers.
His numbers were spot on.
Yeah.
So Jeff's going to be our pocket that we'll use from now on when it comes to analytics coming up on guessing what's going to happen with politics.
So somebody said Win City. That's coming up in June. So you're going to start seeing politicking going on starting in January.
Brought to you by U-Haul.
And,
That's right.
and the airlines.
Well, then
Their stock
politicians
started
need to get
jumping
out there in
way
my
up.
parades, what they need to do.
If you're that unhappy, get on an airplane and go somewhere else.
There you go.
Because we are growing over here.
And it's a large country.
And it's a large country.
Lots to see.
Go find somewhere else because just like you,
we need
being
this
in the
better.
Navy, I've been to all these other countries.
That's right.
And if you
it ain't
think
nowhere
it's
better
bad,
than America.
Go find somewhere else to go.
Absolutely.
We still need prayer for our little city.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Meridian needs
let's
prayer.
pray that we get a leader that will take over and see the needs that our city needs.
Lead us into the light.
There you go. We need a light at the end of that
Yes,
tunnel.
sir. Yes, sir.
Kirby, thanks for coming again. Don't forget about Hickory Picking tomorrow, Saturday. This is Wednesday. I'm confused because I was up way too late. That's what
Don't know what day it is yet.
I'm kind of just fiddling around going, where am I?
Yeah.
But that's coming up on Saturday. We'll be telling you more about it as the week progresses, as we near that. We can't think, and most of all, we want to thank every one of you that watch us each day, that support us day in, day out. Follow us down dark alleys and bright lights and the many places. We do not know where we'll be 10 minutes from now.
But the ones that come up to us in a store, the restaurant, and say, "Hey, I just wanted to say hey," and thank, do that. Greg loves it. Julia loves it. Kirby loves it. Y'all see him on here enough. But enjoy it when y'all come up and say, "Hey, I just wanted to say hey." We enjoy that.
Absolutely.
So we're going to head out. Any birthdays that we have this morning? I know that we've got a lot going on.
We got Shirley Gully's having a birthday. Richard Witten's having a birthday, and Barbara Hale had a birthday yesterday. But I can't leave until I say happy anniversary to my lovely wife, Amy.
Oh, is yours today?
So mine is today. So
I thought his anniversary was a week ago.
Yeah,
no, it's just a cruise I took her on.
Oh, okay.
I didn't realize it was today there. So.
It is today.
So
happy
Greg,
anniversary.
I had mine, Greg had his, and now you've got yours.
We got 3 days in a row. How'd that work?
Well, when's
out?
Julia's? I didn't ask her.
You know, I don't know. We need to find out.
Julia.
I wonder if Tyler knows.
I hope. He's probably going to be replacing sod after his political party, and everybody was parked on the street. I parked at a neighbor's house last night, and I thought, I bet you they don't even know this is going on.
I'm sure they did.
It was a lot of folks, and again, it was so good to see Meridian out last night. And again, let me thank each and every one of you. And again, I don't care how you voted, who you voted for, but thank you for voting yesterday.
Absolutely.
We want to say thank you.
It's your right, and it's your and the fact about it is, it's your responsibility.
That's what that old VFW post is all about.
Absolutely.
And that's what the Veterans Day, along with Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Memorial Day is to honor the ones who did get that check cashed.
That's right. Who cashed in that check.
That was done so you have a right to vote.
That's right. That's exactly right.
And you honored.
Veterans Day is to honor those who've served.
That's right.
And are serving now.
Yep. All veterans.
Well, let's grab that Bible verse as we head out into the wild blue yonder on a new day. What do we got today?
You know, we just go and say, hey, throw a verse up. And I looked at it. Most of the time, I don't even look at it until it's time. But this one just kind of fits. We're going to go to John 14, verse 27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give unto you. Not as the world giveth, give I unto you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. The only way we can get true peace and true comfort is through our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. And when we bring him back into our lives, our entire country will benefit.
Absolutely.
Putting Jesus Christ first in our lives will make a difference. Invite him into your heart today and keep him with you and have him forgive you of your sins. No matter what it is, he'll do it. It is Wednesday. Thursday's coming. What a heck of a picture that there
I
is.
said before we close, the Blaze Media done this, and it was Mississippi, and I just thought I should show this to everybody because I hadn't seen it. As Mississippi's electoral votes came in, this is what they posted there. I had not seen that until that moment there.
That's that one spot. Fight for America.
We'll be back tomorrow morning.
Man, we love you. Until then, have a great day.